behalf of my family, the Sunmark and Sea Airland families, we would like to all welcome you here tonight. We do see our companies as families, and you are all extensions of this. We are privileged to have you all here with us tonight at our first celebratory awards dinner here in wonderful Dubai. Sunmark and Sea Airland were founded by my father, and both companies are products of his vision. On this hectic trip, sadly, we have not had enough time to spend with as many of you as we would have liked to, but we hope that our quality products and the service we strive to offer represent us as brand ambassadors worldwide. Without further ado, I would like to call upon my father, Rami Ranger, founder and chairman of Sunmark and Sea Airland. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Your Excellency, High Ambassador of Sri Lanka, Dr. Bala Surya, Deputy Consul General, British Deputy Consul General, Mr. Ian Gibbons, and his charming wife, my very special friends, Mr. Murali and Mr. Kamal Bachani. They are two pillars of Dubai, and my distinguished guests from Yemen, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand, you name it. They are all here from Libya, and there's some from UK as well. So I welcome you, and it's a special evening for me. And I stand here feeling very humbled by the support given to me by so many of you. No one can make it alone. I owe a great deal to so many people for my success. First of all, I'm indebted to my late mother, who brought me up single-handedly after I lost my father. And then I owe a great deal to my country, India, which gave us a secular and democratic constitution where we are all equal, regardless of race, religion, and gender. I owe my success to British sense of tolerance and fair play. As a result, an ordinary immigrant like me could realize his ambition and become an asset for his family and his adopted country. When I arrived in UK, I had nothing. And now I have everything I could have hoped for. So thank you, Great Britain. I'd like to salute Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for his vision for mankind. He has given us a model city, Dubai, where people of every faith, color, race can work in perfect harmony. I hope someday every city will be like Dubai, vibrant, working, and people enjoying their life. I'm grateful to my wife, Renu, who supported me when I embarked on my business career. If I had to watch my back, then I could never watch my front. So thank you, Renu. I am immensely proud of my son-in-law, Harmeet, who has taken the business to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, business teaches us many things. The best of all, it teaches us to tell the difference between good and bad people. Good people always buy your product, and the bad just ignore you. They also say business is a game of people, and a company is as good as its staff. I'm grateful to my team at Sunmark Limited and Sea Airland Forwarding, who believe in me and share my vision for success of our customer. We only succeed when our customers succeed. That is our motto. We give cast iron guarantee to all you people, or all my distributors, that all profit to you, every loss to me. Money we can earn back, but if you lose customer, we'll never get it back. Plus, the customer will go and give it negative publicity. I'm indebted to my customer, supplier for supporting us in our endeavor by showing us empathy. You know, we have people like Almaya, Jackie's, Ali Sharab. There's so many people to name from Pakistan. We have companies. It's really gratifying to see how many people support you in your endeavor. Our success bears testament to the staff, customer, and supplier working together in perfect harmony for a common goal, success. Many of you have given up your valuable time to join us tonight. We thank you. Without your presence, we couldn't have made this evening possible. So thank you once again for making this evening very special, and we are so grateful to have Murali as our brand ambassador. Not many people know that Murali works tirelessly for people who are suffering. After tsunami, they made thousands of homes for people who lost everything. So Murali is a great ambassador. He's a world record holder, so are we. We're also world record holder, British record holder of winning Queen's Award. So together, we make a great team. And we wanted somebody with the right personality, who's a great sportsman, which Murali is, but also a great human being who reaches out to people in need. So we are really proud to have him as our ambassador because he is doing so much wonderful, wonderful work, putting back in society from where people benefit so much. I thank you once again for making this evening very special. Please stay and do enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening. I'm pretty much going to only echo the same sentiments of Dr. Ranger and my wife Reena. We thank you all for coming again, and we've held this dinner so that we can actually enjoy some time with so many of our friends from around the world who've come here today. It's almost impossible for us to see so many of you over the course of a year or even a number of years. So a few hours like this together means a great deal to us, and I hope you also enjoy yourselves over this evening. We are privileged to have the Deputy Counsel General, Mr. Ian Gibbons and Mrs. Karen Gibbons here with us today, and we are also very privileged to have the Sri Lankan Ambassador, Dr. Balasuriya here. Before I go any further, our company has done okay in the last few years, and rather than go into what that has been about or how it started or where it has gone, we will show you a short video explaining what's happened over the last few years. If I can ask you just to pay some attention, we will be showing the video now. Thank you. The Sunmark Group of companies started in 1987 when Dr. Rummy Ranger formed Sea, Air and Land Forwarding, a freight forwarding business to help people send excess baggage and other personal effects by air. His attention to detail, hard work and empathy for his customers meant that his business and reputation grew fast, and this culminated in what was to be his first of many honors from Her Majesty the Queen. In 1999, he was conferred the Queen's Award for Export Achievement, and he has never looked back since. As the business developed, the company was asked by its customers to source famous branded goods for export to emerging markets in Africa and South Asia. Sea, Air and Land was able to source these from the producers, and as the opportunities grew, Dr. Ranger decided to form a new company for this activity, and in 1995, Sunmark was formed. Sunmark markets and distributes famous branded, fast-moving consumer good products in over 100 countries, with particular focus on the emerging regions of Africa and South Asia, but has now expanded its reach to all parts of the world. The business was of a humbler scale in the early days, with an emphasis on consolidation of groups of goods from its headquarters in London, but such has been the success of the company that it now ships goods directly from manufacturing centres all over the world to its distributors. The company has also formed a wide range of own label products which it sells alongside the famous brands, thereby taking more distribution and retail space. The consumer benefits by having more choice of the famous brand leaders, but also good quality and lower priced alternatives. It is a win-win situation for all concerned. Sunmark has achieved its reputation for sales growth through its structure of regional managers for the principal parts of the world, who have become experts in the local culture distribution patterns, regulations, and even language. Sunmark exhibits at food expos across the world, ranging from Dubai to Paris, Saudi Arabia to the US, China to Iraq, and Ethiopia to Singapore. It has its headquarters in London, with regional offices in Dubai and Nigeria, and with more to follow. Our regional offices mean that we can be close to our customers and suppliers. Close understanding and associations with the brand's owners and principals, and of the objectives of our distributors, and a very close relationship and co-ownership of our manufacturing centre in Belgium has led to the company growing more than tenfold over the last 9 years. So much of this is down to the vision of Dr. Rami Ranger, MBE, and our team of highly committed and professional individuals who work hard for both our suppliers and customers. The company's proudest moments have been when it has been recognised by Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II, when she conferred the Queen's Award for Enterprise in International Trade. Normally, it is a great and rare honour to receive this recognition even once, but such has been the scale of the growth of the company that it has the unprecedented achievement of 4 consecutive honours from Her Majesty the Queen, one which has never been matched by any other company. Sunmark's ethos has always been coined by the motto, "We only succeed when our customers succeed." And it has held us in good stead in the past, and we hope will continue to be a firm and solid foundation for our future.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, one of the main things for this evening was for us to recognize that Murali has agreed to be our brand ambassador. There's not much you can say about a man who has been described in so many superlatives and really needs no introduction. When he's not, and frankly speaking, when he's not terrorizing batsmen, he is actually doing some fantastic work in Sri Lanka. So rather than again try to say the same things that so many have said in the past, we'll now again show you a short video both about his cricket and the work that he does today. Thank you.
Was born in a small village outside Kandy on the 17th of April 1972. He attended St Anthony's College, where he initially bowled medium pace, but on the advice of his coach took up off spin. The rest is history. An exceptionally supple shoulder and wrist allowed him to turn the ball far more than most orthodox finger spinners, but his mastery of the doosra, or the other one, was his most controversial weapon. By rotating his wrist away from the batsman at the point of delivery, he was able to turn the ball from leg stump to off, in the opposite manner to a normal off-break. Since his debut in 1992, Murali has taken wickets by the bucket load in all forms of the game. In 1996, he was part of the Sri Lankan team which stunned the world. By July 2010, Murali took his 800th wicket with the last ball he ever bowled in Test matches.
The Foundation of Goodness was established in 1999 by Kushil Gunasekara to empower the less privileged rural communities of Sri Lanka. 2004, 2 tsunami waves created by a 9.0 earthquake 500 miles from the Sri Lankan shoreline swept upon Sri Lanka, killing 50,000 people, destroying 100,000 homes, and leaving 1.5 million people displaced. From the beginning of the recovery process, world-famous Sri Lankan cricketer Muttiah Muralitharan, already a trustee with the Foundation of Goodness, gave immeasurable support as a humanitarian and a brand ambassador for the organization during this difficult time. But Sri Lanka now faces a new challenge. A civil war that began in 1983 between the Tamil Tigers of the North and the Sri Lankan government finally ended in May of 2009. This nearly 30-year war has left much of the North in extreme poverty. 80 to 100,000 lives were lost, and hundreds of thousands of people displaced. But with the help once again from Sri Lanka's cricketing great Muttiah Muralitharan and a site of land located in the northern town of Mankalam, the Foundation of Goodness has a new dream, the North Development Project.
The children who started their life in, say, 90s and 80s, they haven't seen electricity, they haven't seen TV, they haven't seen anything.
The same model, same strategy, and same sectors of empowerment from its success in the South, the Foundation of Goodness has already begun to make a difference in those poverty-stricken areas, delivering 760 essential school supply packs, 125 bicycles for transportation, kerosene lamps, mosquito nets, 100 essential housing supplies, and cricket equipment, including 100 bats and balls for students. People of the North have started to put their lives back together. But in order to achieve long-term self-sustainable rural empowerment in the region and to build an infrastructure of enterprise, healthcare, sports, and education programs, we need your help.
From a very difficult time which was so tragic, and for us to have been able to build it back better is more thrilling than anything that life can offer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Muttiah Muralitharan.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here today, and especially I would like to thank first the chairman and the managing director for choosing me as a brand ambassador for Sunmark. It's a great privilege for me. I have achieved a lot in cricket and great heights, so hopefully I will help the Sunmark to achieve more and more in their business. And also you've seen what we're doing in Sri Lanka as well, because that's what every sportsman has to do, because cricket is a game, and if the spectators are not watched the sports, there won't be any sports. So basically I would say is people help to recognize sportsmen. So when these kind of things happen in our country, so the sportsman has to become frontline and help the people as well. That's what I always believed. So that's why we formed a foundation of goodness, and we try to help people in Sri Lanka. And also I would like to thank again choosing me as a brand ambassador, and thank you very much, and hopefully next 2 years I help the company to grow more and more far as I can. Thank you.
We thought it would be nice for people to actually ask Murali some questions. There are a lot of cricket fans here, and there are obviously things that go through your mind that you wonder, what it's like to play with him or against him, or however it may be. So if you put your hands up, please, we'll bring a mic around to you for Murali to answer. Okay, come here. I'll stay.
Hi, Murali. Could you share with us your best moment of cricketing career?
Sorry?
Your best moment of your cricketing career.
Actually, my best moment of cricketing career is 1996 when we won the World Cup, especially because we were, as Sri Lankan, as a mostly not a professional cricket playing nation at the time, and we were entering into cricket. We first started playing 1982 Test cricket, and within 16 years, we tried to achieve the greatest achievement a cricket nation can do. So that 1996 World Cup win was given to everything to us, because financially, and cricketers became professional after that. So that was my greatest moment, rather than my individual records or whatever. The team performance was the best thing I could say.
This is a question you probably heard many times. Who's the most difficult batsman to bowl to?
See, it's a difficult answer to answer, but every time I have played 20 years of cricket international, I've come across with great players. On the day, most of the batsmen has troubled me a lot. So if you think, because when I was playing, there was two great players. One is Sachin Tendulkar, and other one is Brian Lara. So I didn't play many matches against Sachin Tendulkar because he was sometimes injured, or sometimes I couldn't play against him. But I played more matches against West Indies with Brian Lara, because Brian Lara, who I could say, for me it was very difficult to bowl to him, because every time he played, he got a lot of runs against us, and he troubled me most. So comparing is very hard, but for me, he was the best.
Hi. Yeah, on the left. Yeah, Murali, this side. Yeah. What was going on your mind when you throwing the last ball of your career and you were on 799 wickets? Was a pressure, calmness, prayers, or it will going to happen, destiny is there for you to get the wicket on the last ball? So it's a very interesting thing. Always to learn that how people can really hold that moment of their culmination of lifetime career?
Actually, when I decided to retire from cricket, I had to play one match against India, and I have to take 8 wickets. That's the challenge I took, because India was at the time best team in the world, and they got the best batsmen. Saying if you name it, everyone top 6 was one of the best batsmen who had scored more than 8,000 to 10,000 runs. So I took that challenge because I always want to be retired when I was in top, rather than when people ask you to go. It was the sad part to a cricketer, because always it happens to cricketers, because cricketers doesn't know when to go. So I thought the right time was there, and I choose that match, and I choose the venue as well, because always Galle cricket ground is one of the best ground for me. Always I've been very successful there. But when he started the match, we batted first, and we got 380 runs for 4 wickets or something in the first day, and second whole day was rained off because couldn't play, because I was saying, oh, how can I get my wickets? I need to get 8 wickets to 800. So I thought I won't be able to bowl this match, because once in Sri Lanka it starts raining and it's pouring always. So we got the opportunity. Next day we could play the third day, and we got 500 runs declared, and fortunately first innings I got 5 wickets and bowled them out, and we followed on India. Then I got next 2 wickets very quickly, and it was about 9 wickets down, and the last 2 batsmen were playing, and fortunately in that match Lasith Malinga was bowling well, and he got 5 wickets in the second innings, and he was a little bit injured and he went off. Otherwise I would have not got that wicket, because because he would have easily taken. So we have to bowl about, between me and Rangan Erath, one stage 14 overs together to take that wicket, because Ishan and Pragan Oja was batting and saying, okay, they're not giving the wicket. Then twice I went and say, this is my last match, I want one more wicket. Why don't you be so stubborn? Just get out and go off. but they said, it's not easy now, we're not going to give it to you. So luckily other end, Rangan Erath was bowling and he couldn't win. And Sangakkara thought it was going further and further. He thought going to take away from the bowling. Then Myler said, no, you just have to keep on bowling him. So fortunately, I'd say it was luck and everything. It has to happen. Fortunately, Oja edged and I got the wicket. So, and what at the time is, sometimes my mind was running out, okay, for 799, that's a bit, because it's okay what to do, because you decided and you couldn't make it. But after taking it, I thought I relieved myself, because it was a big relief for me, because what I want to achieve, and I achieved. Thanks.
Here on this, Murali, first of all, I must say it's a great honor for us that you are here today and we have an opportunity to listen to you. I would like to know if you have any interesting incidents that you can describe from your long cricketing career. Any interesting incident on the pitch? Can you think of something?
See, in the pitch...
Or any interesting or any memorable incident which is on your mind, which you just can never forget? Let's put it that way.
See, in the pitch, so many incidents happen, because you forget while you're... But so for me, it's a memorable one incident which what happened in Pakistan to us, in the bus. So that was, because it was the memorable means, it was, you can't forget that incident. When we just going to the match on the morning, all bus was shot out, and we were very lucky to survive in that. That was the thing, is always back of the mind. And Pakistan is a wonderful country, because I have been so many times to Pakistan, and never we thought, because whenever I had troubles, in Sri Lanka, Pakistan team used to come and make sure that our country is safe and others come and play. So Pakistan was going on a trouble. Then we decided, okay, as Sri Lankans, we helped them and we went. So unfortunately, this incident happened, and of that incident, the Pakistan people can't watch a cricket game live, a test cricket or one-day cricket for them. It's a shame thing, because I think it's a wonderful country. Hopefully, one of these days, it will get better, and hopefully they will play in Pakistan, because there's millions of fans looking forward to watch matches there. So that was an unforgettable incident, I could say, in my cricketing life.
Here. It's been a great honor to have Mr. Murali out here. He's such an humble man with such a great achievement on his back. I just want to check with you, what's your non-cricketing special moment? Other than your cricketing field, what has been your special moment which you would like to share with us?
Yeah, actually, my special non-cricketing special moment was founding the foundation and try to help the people, because what I say is, as a cricketer, a sportsman, because of spectators and well-wishers are there to watch you, otherwise there won't be any sport. So always I think my countrymen have helped me to come to this position. So when they are in trouble, we have to help somewhere. So that's why we've found this foundation, and we are doing a lot of good job, and especially to my manager Kushil Gunasekara. He is the founder and he's doing a great job. And at the moment we have been in south of our country, nearly about 25,000 people every year benefited through, and north about 7,000 to 10,000 people benefit. So hopefully this good works because of the people like you all. With your help only we can do this, because we can't, you need a lot of funds and everything. So well-wishers like you all, and throughout your support only we can do this. So we are getting a lot of support. Hopefully we are continuing this, and hopefully do in the future as well.
We appreciate Murali for your great effort. As the chairman said, both of you have done a humble beginning, and you are still humble, and then reaching this, soaring the great heights. Congratulations.
Stay here, don't go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're running a little bit late. There are lots of people who would like to ask questions, and I think I'm going to just ask Murali if you wouldn't mind at the end, if we just ask you to do a few more questions then, yeah? But if I could ask you to stay on stage, we have a little memento for yourself, and if I can ask Dr. Balasurya just to come up for a moment, High Commissioner of Sri Lanka, or Sri Lanka to the UAE, to present that to him. Thank you. Mr. Balasurya, could I ask you just to stay? Sorry, Mr. Balasurya, could I ask you to stay for a moment? Thank you. We would also like to honour Mr. Balasurya. If I could ask Dr. Ranger to come up and make a small presentation to him.
Your Excellency, we are indebted to you and we are grateful to you. These are Her Majesty's companies.
Okay, thank you so much.
And I hope you wear them with pride, and this is for your good lady.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, as Dr. Ranger said earlier, we haven't got where we have today alone. There have been so many special people along the way who have helped us build the business. We would like to honor a few of those people today. There are so many of them, in fact, but we have chosen just a few who have been with us a very long time. So may I ask Dr. Ranger and Mr. Ian Gibbons to just come up to the stage. We would like to present a few awards to a few companies we work with. The first award we'd like to give out to recognize Mr. Kamal Vachani of Al Maya Group, who have been instrumental in our growth in the UAE. Mr. Kamal Vachani.
All the best to Sanmark, and we wish to have more big business with Sunmark. Thank you.
The second person I'd like to call up is somebody who we know very, very well indeed. So could I now ask Mr. Kaivan Balsara of Pace Food Group to come up? Send it down, please.
Thank you, Mr. Rami. I think the philosophy of Sunmark is you succeed when your customer succeeds. I think that's the success of Sunmark. Thank you.
The third company we'd like to invite up today is Mr. and Mrs. Thakurdayal from Mauritius of Freelance Distributors. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great thanks to Sunmark, Mr. Rami, and the whole team for the great job. That's all. Thanks a lot.
We have some friends who've traveled from really quite far away today, and for that I would like to invite Mr. Kashif and Aqib Majid of Super Asia Foods from Canada.
Good evening, everyone. A lot has been already said about the Sunmark anyway, so I can add a bit more, I guess. Wonderful people, phenomenal work. So keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
And finally, we have a special recognition for a very dear friend of ours. So could I ask Mr. Ali Sharab and Mr. Ali Wazir as well to please come up and collect on behalf of Sharab Brothers. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank Sunmark Limited and especially Dr. Rami. Thanks.
I will now ask Mr. Gibbons to say a few words, but before I do, Dr. Ranger would just like to make a small presentation to him.
This is the coupling I promised you. This is the Her Majesty's coupling, and this is for charming Karen.
Good evening, everybody. Many reasons why I always bring my wife with me wherever I go, because she also is very clear about how long I should talk. And she said, be brief, as I left the table. And I also know you haven't had your main course yet, so as a good diplomat, I'm also well trained in not to go on for too long. So I hope to be finished by about Sunday, so if you could just stay with me, that would be good. I have to say, I go to a lot of events, and when I do events, it's always a pleasure to come along and speak and visit. But sometimes you get the honour to come to really enjoyable, pleasurable events. And this is not the diplomat in me talking, but I have to say I'm truly humbled by being invited tonight and to meet Rami. I've only met for the first time a couple of days ago. It's not easy to pull the wool over people's eyes. You cannot do that. And just the mark of respect in which you, sir, are held is testament to the way that you conducted your life and your business. And I've had so many platitudes given to me about the way that you've conducted yourself and the way you do your business. You should be very proud. So I'm also pinching myself. I have to phone my son to say that finally your father was on the same platform as a real sporting icon. He won't believe that. So it's truly a great honour to follow. I never thought I'd say this, the greatest bowler the world has ever seen. So it's very wonderful to be here. But thank you, Rami. Thank you, Sonny, Murali, and High Commissioner. British government is very much about promoting business. It's very much about promoting small to medium-sized companies. In Dr. Rami Ranger, to be honest, I don't need to say anything. You have an exemplar in front of you that actually is the testimony, and you articulate everything that's brilliant about being a small, medium-sized company in Great Britain. And it was wonderful to hear your words earlier, sir, in terms of how you feel so comfortable doing business in my country. not many people can build a business. I think I'm right in saying I think you had a massive capital outlay at the start of £2, and you did that from a garden shed, and you've grown that business into a multi-million-pound business, representing some of the finest and well-known brands in the world. And now you have moved and you represent your own brands as well. We saw on the video there. None of that happens without an incredible amount of hard work. So again, many, many congratulations to you for everything you've done there. You're also a world record holder yourself, I think. In fact, I don't think anybody has ever received in 4 consecutive years the Queen's Award for Enterprise. I'm just very envious. Do you have your own parking space at Buckingham Palace now, or do you? That's very good. And those honours were amazing for you and your company. But of course, I think being awarded the MBE in 2005 was a great achievement. And again, you should feel very proud about that. Awards are not given out just for the sake of it. It's about not just how you've run your business, but how you are a social entrepreneur as well. And I know that that's been recognised by joining the Queen Prince's Trust, I think in November of last year. You are chairman of far too many associations, political and otherwise, for me to mention. But it's quite clear that sleep is not an option for you. I presume you do that at some point. But congratulations on building the empire that you have built. And what I want to do, before I go on for too long and I get a bread roll thrown at me by my wife, I want to say that this show, Gulf Food, is a good example of how the British government is increasingly focusing on the small to medium-sized sector. We have a flatlining economy, and I'm not going to make a political speech. The economy can certainly do better, but the only way it's going to do better is if we actually work in partnership with companies such as yours, Rami, to help SMEs grow. And if we assume in Britain that we have 50,000 firms that currently export, the government has given me and my colleagues the target of raising that to 100,000, because it's the only way through an export-led recovery that's going to be generated by the small to medium-sized businesses. But we won't do that alone, and we need your expertise, and you and I were talking earlier about how to do that. We need to keep telling people like me, we need to keep telling our government how to actually work in partnership, because without you, you're the engine of our economy. So I look forward to staying in touch with you. I look forward to being a part of Gulf Food and seeing all of you and your wonderful colleagues from all around the world. It's not just about what Britain does, it's what you're doing in all the Middle East countries and just wonderful people from all over the place. So congratulations, you are now relieved of me. You can look forward to some food, and thank you again, Rami, for the honour of inviting me here tonight.
Just a couple of quick things then, apart from this. We would like to make a couple of more quick presentations. If I could ask Dr. Balasuri just to come up onto the stage, accept a bouquet of flowers for his wife, who we were expecting tonight, and just to say a couple of words as well at the same time. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The chairman of Sunmac Group, the Consul General, and the distinguished guest. It's a great honor for me to grace this occasion to felicitate Murali as the brand ambassador for Sunmac Group. Though Murali is a brand ambassador from today, I'm also a brand new ambassador here because I have just come to UAE from Brazil. And I can speak volumes about Murali because both of us come from Kandy, and his mother, father, his brother, all the family members are very well known to me because I have been serving in Kandy several years as a senior police officer, and I am a lover of cricket. So we have a great friendship for so many years. And I must say very frankly that Murali has brought a lot of fame to Sri Lanka. And he had been a great ambassador for bringing peace also to Sri Lanka. As you are aware, we had a war for 30 years. And Murali, I think you will do wonders for Sanmark Group. You deserve your new appointment as the brand ambassador. And I think His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, the President of Sri Lanka, at some stage you will be appointed as an ambassador, not as a brand ambassador. You are too young to be ambassador because you can do much more to the entire world, because if you become ambassador, you serve only one country. Yes. So I think when you grow older, automatically it will come on your way. So I don't want to take much of your time in this lovely evening. I think Murali will be a tower of strength for Sanmark Group, and his charming ways of handling things, presenting matters, will definitely boost your company's image and your business. There's no doubt about it. And I wish you, your company and the chairman good luck. And I wish Murali also good luck.
Could I just ask Rena to give Mrs. Gibbons, present Mrs. Gibbons with a bouquet?